What's up, everybody? This is Terminator Juice. And my eyes are bloodshot. I've been playing Zelda. I think I don't know the exact time, but it's close to 10, 11 hours, and I got about 4 hours sleep. So if I seem a little down, it's just because I'm tired. Yeah, I got the Switch last night. Went to Best Buy. They opened the doors at about 11:30. Let everybody in. They started ringing people up so that I was out of there by 12:15. Yes, this will be spoiler free. I'm not going to go in depth about stuff like that. I'm just going to give my feelings on the hardware and Zelda and Bomberman. So yeah, it was a good experience. And let's see, I said I was going to get an amiibo and the reveal. We got everybody in just yet, but if anybody wants to guess which of the amiibo I bought, just a single one. If you guys want to guess which one, I'll wait to announce that. So yeah, I got the Switch, got the gray, and got my screen protector on there. So, I mean, yeah, it's small. Everybody's been saying how small it is. It was easy to set up. It's just, you turn it on, connect the Joy-Cons, go through some quick setup, not email, but internet, Wi-Fi password, ask if you want to set it up to the TV. I had my Wii U, moved downstairs, so I had the HDMI there, and I had a plug ready. So I just quickly connected that, hooked up my USB Ethernet adapter, and I docked it, and I was like, I better go into the settings. I want to set it up for wired. And it instantly was already set up for wired internet. So it was really cool. I didn't have to go through anything. When you lift it up, there's you can't even tell that you lost connection. I mean, I'm not playing an online game, but it's just seamless. So yeah, the setup was quick. When you register an amiibo, you have to create a me. It forces you to do that, so I did that. But yeah, it's real simple. It wasn't defaulted to surround sound, so if anybody's got an HDMI capable receiver, you have to go into the system settings when it's docked. Otherwise, it doesn't show surround sound when it's undocked. But yeah, the OS is super fast. The update literally took 5 seconds for the system update. I don't know what your experience was. The Zelda update took 2 minutes maybe. And then I downloaded the Snipper Clips demo. So yeah, it was super fast. And yeah, so I got into Zelda and, played that for about 3.5 hours straight. Went to bed at 3 a.m. I undocked it and I played handheld mode, trying to lay in bed, and my hands were cramping up. It's better when I'm sitting upright, but when I was trying to lay down and kind of play, it was really a little uncomfortable, and I was reaching down for the start, minus, and plus buttons. And for the damn analog stick, I kept reaching up above the buttons. So definitely some adjustment there. But yeah, let's just go into the actual hardware and stuff. I'm going to start with the negatives. And the biggest negative for me is this thing right here. I don't know if it's just defective or not. I barely get the damn Joy-Cons. I mean, it's really not a simple process, or maybe it just needs to wear in. It goes better on this one, but trying to get it off, it doesn't want to come off. I don't know why. It's just not a smooth process. And I don't like them on anyway, so it's not that big a deal. But yeah, for whatever reason, that just doesn't want to come off. I don't know. It's just, the problem is, well, now it doesn't want to go on. To release these things, you got no room other than just to hit the L and R button, and then I'm trying to pull, and it's really not smooth. So that's my biggest gripe. So It's not a major one because I don't plan on using that wrist strap at all. But then when you turn the thing sideways, so this is the right Joy-Con. So the analog stick's in, and the buttons feel like they're in the right spot. The analog stick feels a little weird with snipper clips. With this in place, it's not the most responsive on the shoulder buttons. It works. With the left one, something I wasn't anticipating is that, yeah, your analog stick's right there, but then your buttons are way in. So for your right thumb, it's just weird. It's not ideal. I don't plan on playing like that, especially like Mario Kart and stuff. I really don't plan on ever playing like that. But yeah, so the Joy-Cons are definitely small. They're flat on the back. There's no grip to them. So portable mode, I would put it, if you have a new 3DS XL, I would say it's about the same as playing with that and using the this camera stick. For me, it's about the same amount of discomfort. It's doable. I just played off TV. That's why I was a little late starting this. I was playing Zelda. I was trying out my Wolf Link, and I was in an area where it wouldn't let me. And so I was just trying to complete a side mission. And I mean, an hour went by just like nothing. So, I mean, it's doable to play in portable mode. But when I stopped playing, I realized my wrist is hurting really bad. So it's about a 3, for me, it feels like the same amount of discomfort as a 3DS. So if you have no problem with 3DS XL, you probably won't have any problem with the Switch. The other thing, the grip here, it's not bad. It's I've been playing exclusively in the grip when I'm, other than portable mode. I just wish they had an option to have, beefier ones. I'd like them to come down another inch so that I could hold this a little more comfortably. As it states, like this thing, my fingers aren't really, they don't have room to breathe, It's just kind of compact. So I wish there was an option, make it wider and make the hand grips bigger, make it the end result more like this, It's hard to say. They're just a little bit small. So I'm definitely getting a Pro controller. I got a $5 coupon from Best Buy for my rewards, so I'm gonna wait till they're in stock. It's definitely Zelda's playable 100% with this. I just wish somebody come out with a like $15 or $20 just a bigger grip. I don't need the charging grip. Just give me something, and I'll play with the Joy-Cons forever. I mean, the analog sticks definitely don't have that much travel, but it's once you get used to it, I don't even think about it anymore. I don't even notice. So, yeah, there's other options. I'll wait for other accessories, but yeah. So I just wish it was a little bit bigger, a little more grip to it. But otherwise, it's not bad. And the buttons are definitely small and they're close. This will probably be the last of the minor complaints I have is to try to hit the B button. It's hard to not hit the analog stick, and to hit the minus button on the left, it's hard not to hit the analog stick. So, I'm not a big guy, but I got long fingers. So it's a little cumbersome for me, like just to compare. Yeah, my hand's almost the size of the Switch with the Joy-Con. So, but yeah, that's, minor stuff. Putting it in and out of the dock's fine. I did get I noticed a little scratch from doing that. And when I put the screen protector on it, it went away, it kind of covered it up, and it looks fine. I put a little smudge on one corner, which is bugging me, but, and Retro Death, you are right. I'm not going to repeat that, but you are correct. So yeah, like I said, I got Zelda, and then I just got Bomberman, $40 on Amazon, and I had a $25 gift card from my bank rewards program. So basically, I paid $15. I played like the first 6 levels. I mean, it looks good. I was playing at portable mode. I felt it was better controlling with the directional buttons, which because it kind of works more on a 2D plane. It's 3D, but the character moves in like 4 directions. So those work good for that. I think they'd be good in a platformer. And then the screen, let's get into the positives. The screen is amazing. I truly think Breath of the Wild looks better in portable mode than on my Sony LED high-end TV. Now it's a 65-inch, so the bigger screen you have, the lesser things look. So maybe if you had like a 42-inch really nice 4K TV or something, it'd probably look better than the actual screen on the Switch. But I think it's sharper and it just looks crisp, and it looks great. And then like I said, the OS is super fast. The eShops, everything downloads fast, and I love the suspend feature. It's like the PlayStation 4 has it, but it's way faster. The screenshots are instant. On PS4, there's like a 3-second delay. Instant, quickly post to Twitter, and it takes seconds. So love that. The friends list, let's talk about that. Everybody was like, oh, I got friend codes. I think I'd used the friend codes twice out of like 7 friends so far. Everybody's been sending me friend requests from Miitomo. So if you have Miitomo and you connect to my Nintendo and then your Switch connects to my Nintendo, then anybody you're friends with on Miitomo, you'll be able to send an invite to. And it's a one-way thing. Like Retro Death gave me his friend code. I typed it in. He accepted. He doesn't have to type in mine. It doesn't work like that. Now, if you want to be best friends or whatever, I guess, for future stuff, I think that's going to be have some benefits with the app or something, maybe for messaging. I don't know. And so that's a two-way. You both have to accept that. Both have to click that for that to work. But other than that, a 12-digit code, for me, numbers, because there's only 10 digits, they're all grouped in. It's way quicker for me, in my opinion, to type a number anyway. Yeah, it seems stupid on the outside, seems dated. But the fact that you don't have to do it both ways, that completely alleviates any complaint I think anybody could have. I'd rather type in a 12-digit number than my 15-digit Terminator Juice ID. It's easier to memorize Terminator Juice, than a number code, but it's not a big thing. You do it once, it took seconds, and then it's done. So I don't know how it's all going to work with the app and everything. They did say that they're going to be able to search by username, social media, stuff like that with an update. But yeah, there's not a lot you can do other than that. You can't send messages or anything. You can just see what people have been playing. The parental controls app, I downloaded that just to keep track of my playtime, because that actually shows you how long you've been playing. So that's kind of cool. And yeah, there's not, other than playing games, there's nothing else to do on the Switch right now. And it's fine with me, because I got, 5-6 other things to do. I watch YouTube. I got my smart TV, I got PS4, I got my phone, my tablet, and my computer. Wii U, I haven't used Wii U for YouTube, Hulu, or Netflix in probably a year plus, maybe 2 years. So no big thing. And yeah, so far so good. And I've been using the Switch off, portable for, I don't know exactly, but it's been close to 3 hours, and battery's still going strong. The Joy-Cons out of the box, I played 3.5 hours, and they were still had good battery life. So all good stuff there. So let's just get into the rest of the stuff I got. So for those, I said earlier, I got an amiibo, and a couple people guessed, but it's not in the box. But I got Princess Zelda, and I gotta say, out of all the amiibo, it's the least impressive. Once I saw it in person, I thought it was going to be a larger size, and because of the new price, I figured it would be way more impressive and detailed. It's not. The Link Archer and the horse Link are way cooler. I was checking them out, but the reward, that metal shield, is pretty awesome. So and it's a cool. I like her design. Just it's a little like just a comparison. Zero Suit Samus. It's about see, about the same size, but like Ganon, it's just kind of he's way more impressive. So it is what it is. I paid $12 for it with the discount. And like I said, the item you get is really cool. So let's see. And I got the Ori hard case, and it was $20. Yeah, it's just the hard plastic with a a felt material. There's no like cushion in the Switch doesn't fit in there snug, so I mean it moves in there. It doesn't hold it, so I might buy some soft material and kind of stick it to the back just to kind of fill the gap, so it's so it doesn't shake in there. I was a little disappointed by that. I thought it would hold it a little more snug. It is a nice hard case though. It's got the logo, and it has a slot for 5 cartridges. I don't know why they didn't make it 10. But yeah, overall, I wouldn't have paid 20 for it if I had seen it beforehand, but it is what it is. Got the games, and then the big item, or the thing I was most excited about, is probably the coolest thing that I have, and that's this. This is the first 4 figures Link Archer statue PVC. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. My camera doesn't like to refocus on things, but it's about 11 inches tall. And let's see, here's my Lucina. The Lucina was a little bit cheaper, but the Lucina is also fully posable. There's a size comparison. But yeah, it's an awesome statue, and it was a little pricey. I mean, it is $89.99, but it's so detailed. It's got the string, the actual string material. It's got the arrow, which I don't have this arrow in the game yet. It's just awesome. So I'm trying to think where I want to put it. Like, do I want it so you guys can see it, or do I just want it so I can always appreciate it? So that's going to be something I got to think about. As you can see back there, I got the poster from Best Buy. I think everybody had those. So yeah, spent a lot of money, stayed up late, got about 4 hours of sleep, and here we are, Switchmas, and I'm feeling pretty good. So I'll talk about Bomberman real quick. I only played, like I said, like the first 6 levels on easy or beginner. It's cool. It looks like the online is going to be you got to either have 4 friends or 8 friends. I don't see how you can have just two friends join. We'll see. I haven't really dived into that much. I think Terrell, that's the only game he got, so maybe we'll try to play some online or something. But it's pretty cool. Like I said, I didn't pay that much for it. If you count that gift card, which I mean, it's money I could have spent on something else, but it was just something I got for just being a member of my bank. So basically, I can look at it. I can either say I paid 15 for it, or I paid 40. Either way, it seems pretty cool. I downloaded Fast Racing RMX, or Fast RMX, and I forgot to mention that. And it controls way better, even with the little, the Joy-Con controller being a little cramped. I've staying off the walls way more. Looks great, plays great. It loads like from the menu. It loads literally in like 3 seconds, and then the load the maps like 5 seconds. I didn't really get much time into it. We'll see how the online works and stuff, but it's for $20. It was like 21 something after tax. It's definitely an improvement over the Wii U in every way. Controls, visuals, I mean the sound, it's about the same, but you can customize your controls. So I put the boost at the B button instead of the R button, and I found that's so much better because I don't use the brake anyway. So but cool. Can't wait to play more. And like I said, it controls so nice, especially compared to the Wii U version, which I was like bouncing off walls constantly. Could never hit a boost strip. Felt like I could never hit the damn thing. And Fast RMX feels way better. So Those are two cool games, but you know, right here. Um, I don't even know where to begin. It's everything I wanted and more. There's so many little things I didn't even consider. Character, like all these side character interactions, being super clever and you know, cute writing. It's just that's awesome. Just the mechanics. Once you get used to the climbing and stuff, there's so many things you can do. It's hard to even imagine. I mean, just cooking alone, you could spend hours and hours gathering. I got 2 horses that I tamed. Like that completely changes the game, especially with combat and just you know, getting around the world and the little meta game of actually having to tame one. And if it's there's there's different, like a horse with, I guess, spots or two-toned is quote unquote a beginner's horse. It's an easier horse to tame. A solid color ones are harder, but they're the reward is they're faster, and you know, they give you more boost. You know, you can, whatever you want to call that, you know, the yeah, gets them going. You get 3 with the standard ones, and then you get to a stable, then you can name them. You get a saddle on them. You drop apples and they eat them, and then that like helps like build your bond, and then you get up to full bond, and then you know, you don't have to worry about them trying to buck you off anymore. So I mean, that's cool. The shrines, I mean, they're short and sweet. I've done 10 shrines, 10 or 11 now, and I mean, you just got to think for a minute, what do I got to do, and then do it. Some couple have been challenging, most of them been fairly straightforward, but you know, it's, I don't want to give away anything, but so far so good. They're clever, and they're not super long, they're not tedious. So yeah, shrines are cool. I did 3 of the towers, so I've unlocked, you know, 3 sections. There's one when you go off the if you go north off the plateau. Oh, there's a tower right there. I'll go right there. And yeah, surrounded by guardians, some mobile, some immobile. Yeah, you're not climbing that tower. So, but yeah, it's just the music, the sound effects, the nature. Just feel like you're outdoors. Crickets, there's owls, there's just all kinds of wildlife. I was shocked, like when you jump off the plateau, if you haven't got the game yet or nothing, I mean, this isn't gonna be some super spoiler, but you're in for a different world down as soon as you land. Bigger enemies, harder enemies, and like animals you never seen, animals you didn't expect. There's this one area, let's just say there was signs that there was going to be some problems, and then I look in there and I see somebody colored, you know, red. And if you played the original Legend of Zelda as much as I had and love that game as much, you'll truly appreciate what's waiting for you in this one spot. Because I'll just say it's colored red, and yeah, there might be a blue one too somewhere. We'll see. Other than the moblins and bokoblins, just such a throwback. I think they could call this game Legend of Zelda 2 officially. It feels like every, you know, like when we went to Ocarina of Time, everyone's like, oh, it just feels like a Link to the Past in 3D. To me, this feels like the Legend of Zelda in 3D, open, you know, just to the millionth level. It feels like, I would say Link to the Past felt like a big departure, really. I mean, that was like the first huge departure from it. Kind of borrowed, you know, it was Zelda, definitely, but it just, there was so much more new than old. Where this, to me, Breath of the Wild feels more like the original in so many ways. It's just, I mean, it's amazing. I want to play more, but my eyes are bloodshot, my hands hurt, and I'm tired. So I'm not going to play anymore tonight. Mizati just got his Switch like an hour ago, half hour ago. So let him catch up. Red Knight had a little snafu. He's getting his tomorrow. So, I don't want to get too far ahead. But God, it's so good. So far, 10 hours or so in. Without spoiling anything, it's hard to really say, but let's just say beautiful scenery. You find things everywhere, items, just fire rod, boomerang, just randomly in spots. There's the little moblin, bokoblin base camps are fun. Their AI is it's something to behold. To see them, they don't have the bow and arrow. Once you take out the bow and arrow guy, then these other ones are lost if you have a high point. They just try to throw rocks at you, even though they can't hit you. They just keep trying. I'm like an assassin with the bow and arrows. Once you figure out the arch, took out some. Then I had it was like a spear, but it was more of a garden hoe, they call it, and it was badly damaged. I knew if one more hit, and the guy with I think it was a bigger moblin, he was running to get his weapon, and he was like going down just almost out of sight. And if you hold the R button, I just chucked that thing. I went, gave it some clearance. I aimed above and in front of him, and I just chucked it, and it hit him and knocked him down the hill, and he was dead. It was amazing. There's so many cool moments with bombs. Once you get the bombs, I'd lift them up and I drop them, and I run away. And as they're catching up to me, I'm getting further away from the bomb, and then I detonate. I've killed myself a couple times trying that. There's just so much fun variety to the combat, to exploration, to the shrines, to the Koroks. There's you'll see something that maybe stands out, doesn't quite fit. You go to grab it and it disappears. And then, there's a little mini game involving that. On my screen, my desktop, I have that the cover art. If you look, I think it's this bridge right here. Maybe it's this one. I was like, you know what? It wants me to go east, but I'm looking to the south. I see the Hillian Bridge, and I see a tower. I'm gonna go there. I don't need to go right to where the story's telling me. Get on the bridge. Gives you the name. It saves. I see up ahead. If you watch the Game Awards trailer clip, you'll know. This won't be a spoiler. And I see, on the bridge, like it looks like a statue, but I'm like, yeah, that kind of looks like a lizard creature. I don't know what they call them in Lizario or whatever. And yep, as soon as I got close, he comes to life, and he leaps 25 feet towards me with a spear, one down thrust. I'm dead. Stuff like that. And then you restart like right where you entered the bridge or whatever area the autosave kicked in. You got to wait like 8 seconds, 10 seconds maybe to load up your save point, and then you're like, nah, maybe I'll go the other way. And it's just, there's so many moments like that already, and I'm 9-10 hours in, and I'm not gonna crown it, I'm not gonna rank it or rate it yet, but I can tell you it's living up to everything I've heard about it, everything people said. The wait for 5 freaking years since Skyward Sword, 3 years since the reveal at E3 2014. It's all been worth it. It's so good. And people talking about, the frame rate, blah blah blah. Like, I've noticed a few little slowdown moments. It's nothing. It doesn't affect gameplay. The weather system. When the rain comes in, the first time it turns to night, and everything just kind of has a different glow to it and different look. The clouds, you'll be in the sunlight. I'm trying to take a screenshot, and a cloud comes over and puts everything in, me and our Link in shadow, and it's like, damn you. And then next thing you know, it's raining. And yeah, there's a cool way to get, hearts and your stamina meter, which I won't spoil. You'll figure it out on your own. The stables, I'll just give anybody watching this, if you're playing it and haven't played it, just make sure you at least sleep in the inn once. Just That's all I'll say. I don't know if it's going to be the same for every playthrough or not, but just spend the 20 rupees and sleep in an inn one night. So, and then everything else I've pretty much just stumbled across some cool stuff. I did hear someone suggested you can sell the ore that minerals you find for rupees to Beetle and other shops and other not really shops, they're just traveling shops, I guess. So yeah, if you see little black rocks, you hit them with the hammer and you get ore. That's a good way to get rupees. So that's a good tip. I'm glad I found that, and someone said that, which really helped me. So I'm going to help you and tell you. Other than that, I mean, it's just I can't wait to freaking play it more, and I'm not going to get a lot of sleep next. I got let's see, today's Friday, so I got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off. So I'm going to get some good play time in, and I can't wait. So some people in the chat saying they got the Wii U version. It's funny, I haven't seen any like comparisons or anything to like the frame rate and stuff. So I would guess Nintendo's not going to release a bad version. So I would guess it's pretty good. And what I seen, somebody had a time lapse or whatever. It looked great. The Wii U version looked great. So it's a bummer that they, stripped away the gamepad features and stuff, but it is what it is. And the other thing, I guess I would say, the rumble. It doesn't use HD rumble, but it barely uses rumble at all. Like you dove in from one of the towers, and there was water underneath below it. So I dove in, and it made this awesome sound effect. The bass, my subwoofer, great sound effect, but no rumble to go with it. So it'd be interesting to see if they ever implement that or patch that in. And I've seen the DLC expansion patch, and it's really just a red shirt that says Switch t-shirt. So anyone who's saying, well, it could be something really cool, it doesn't. Whatever. I'm definitely gonna get the expansion pass, but I'm already off the plateau. I really don't have any reason to pre-order it, so I'm just gonna wait, get it down the road. And Brownie HD Rumble, I haven't really, other than Fast Racing Neo, played 3 or 4 races. I mean, I didn't, they ain't built it from the ground up. But I did notice when I turned the system on and I was setting it up, I was like, yeah, that definitely feel that rumble. It's not just a vibrate, it's like a thud in your hand. So, that's all I can say. I don't have 1-2 Switch. I don't really have a game that's utilizing it. So we'll see. A lot of indie games are using it. The indie showcase, I thought that was phenomenal. I know some people are like, oh, it's just indie games. A lot of these games are on Steam. Well, I don't play games on my computer that often, and to be able to have a awesome looking 16-bit era type of game, and be able to play it at work on my lunch and off TV during football season, like I always say, to me that's worth it. And a lot of that stuff was timed exclusive to the Switch, releasing first on the Switch, and it looked awesome. Like my standouts were Flippin' Death, the what was it, Showdown Hawaii, and what was that other one called? Mr. It wasn't Sneaky. Shifty, Mr. Shifty. All that stuff looks awesome. And someone said that Dashie was playing that, but I looked, saying released first on the Switch. So, but yeah, looks, the indie showcase was amazing. We'll talk about that. Maybe not this Juice is Loose because it's going to be a lot of Switch talk, but yeah, so I don't want to take up any more of your time. If you guys got Switches, play some Zelda. If you're like me, you're going to take a break. That's cool too. Like I said, haven't really done anything else. I'm really tired and exhausted, but I wanted to give you guys my impression. You can see I haven't shaved like in a week. I've just been doing things, trying to get ready for the Switch, and getting some games finished during the week. I still have Gravity Rush to finish, Gravity Rush 2 on the PS4, but yeah, it's going to be, I'm glad there's not like some other must-have title for me. I mean, I got the 2 other games plus Zelda, I'm gonna be good to probably after Mario Kart comes out. So it's just an exciting time. It's a good system. I know RetroDesk said France it was pathetic, but they had let's see, the pre-order people, the pre-purchased line was 10 people. Maybe not everybody was there, but the line for walk-ins was about 15 to 20, and they had enough for all of them. They ran out of the neon ones at about quarter to midnight, but they had plenty. They had one master edition I seen sitting there. They had 3 or 4 special editions, and a bunch of amiibo, a bunch of pro controllers, a bunch of Switches. So I mean, it was a good launch. I mean, compare that to the Wii U. I literally went to the store and was me and one other guy waiting for Wii U's at midnight, which released on a Sunday. So it was, Saturday night, and no excitement. Like, I didn't buy a game till the 2 days later, it might have been the next day. And just there was no excitement around that. I mean, I wasn't on YouTube. I didn't have all these, all you cool people watching my videos and then my podcast crew to chat with. Didn't know really any other gamers. My family, everyone's older than me. None of them are gamers. Most of my friends are, have kids and are married and moved away. So it's like, I'm the only gamer that I know really, other than like my nephew who's 12. So it's like, for me, like, there's some of it's that because now I have just so much more surrounded by so many more gamers like myself, but just the experience was just night and day. And it don't matter if the Switch, to me, like, if it sells 100 million units in its lifetime or if it sells 30. I mean, it's already a success in my opinion. Zelda's a success just because of how awesome it is. And the Switch is a great system. It's small, it's quiet, and it's only going to get better. I would think, potentially they could do like an XL, like grip, something like that down the road. I think would be cool. And then see some of the OS get some other features, the mobile, the online app, I guess, for messaging and stuff. We'll see how it all comes together, but it's a good start. I'm excited. If my hands didn't hurt, my eyes didn't hurt, I would play Zelda more as soon as I got off this video, but I can't. I'm gonna have to get some rest, maybe shave, maybe tomorrow. So, but yeah, it's been an awesome, not quite 24 hours yet, but yes, it was a great day. Starting at 11:30 last night to now. So yeah, super exciting. Glad everybody seems to be enjoying the Switch, and yeah, let's see where it goes from here. But it's a good start, and it's awesome. So we'll find out what everyone else thinks on Monday on the Juice is Loose, and then yeah, we'll go from there. But just plan on hearing a lot about Zelda and the Switch for like the next 2 months on the podcast and on my Juice Opinions. So that's gonna be it. Thanks everybody for tuning in live, and yeah, I'm gonna end this now, and I'm gonna go get some rest. So we'll see you next time.